wollte halt fragen, ob wir uns am Anfang des Streams nochmal mit Timings und Benchmarks beschäftigen können. Ich habe nämlich eigentlich ein Spiel verloren mit dem Mamba-Style, also aufgrund meiner üblichen Schwächen, Larvenmanagement, Injects und so weiter, aber halt auch Nicht-Einhaltung der Timings und Benchmarks. Ich habe nämlich nicht angegriffen, weil ich irgendwie Angst davor hatte, dass der Gegner Tanks aufgebockt hatte und so weiter. Aber er hat dann Mars Widowmines gespielt. Und ich würde das Ganze halt gerne auch mal gegen dich spielen auf der gleichen Karte. Also dass wir uns halt nochmal angucken, wie wichtig Timings und Benchmarks sind. Ne? Dass du halt quasi sagst, also als Reaktion auf die Scouting-Informationen könnt ihr auch einfach die dritte früher bedrohen und dann auf Brutlords gehen oder so. Oder du würdest dann schneller auf Ultras tacken oder so. Können wir ja einfach mal ausprobieren. Ne? Also es sei denn, du glaubst, Mars Widowmines sind so selten. Also ich habe es halt schon zweimal in meinem Leben, ja, das ist halt die Frage. Ich habe sie einmal am Anfang von 2015 erlebt. Das war noch diese große Karte. Wie hieß denn das Viech? War, glaube ich, noch Heart of the Swarm, muss das sogar noch
Alter
gewesen sein.
7.
Nee, nicht Alter 7, schon danach. So eine graue Karte, wo du als Zerg unfassbar schlecht die dritte, also du hattest dann, wenn du die dritte genommen hast, hat der Terraner direkt gegenüberliegend eine Echse gehabt, wo er dann halt Tanks hinsiegen konnte. Also es war
Ja,
schon eine Allspawn.
ich weiß welche Map. Ich habe den Namen vergessen.
Ja,
Aber
ist nicht
ja, ich
schlimm.
weiß welche.
Also und wie
Nee,
gesagt, und
es war glaub nur ein Free Spawn.
ja, okay. Und also wie gesagt, vielleicht, also wenn es dich interessieren würde, da einfach mal die ersten 7 Minuten zu analysieren.
Jo, können wir sicher machen.
Und dann halt es einmal nachspielen, ähm, weil ich fand es dann schon schwierig, als dann irgendwie 20 Widowmines über die Karte gelaufen sind ähm, und versucht haben, in eine meiner Echsen zu gehen. Ich habe die Drohnen immer rechtzeitig weggezogen und so, ne? Ich habe dann 2 Hidden Bases genommen. Gewonnen habe ich das Spiel, aber ich habe es nur gewonnen, weil der Gegner unfassbar schlecht im Makro war. Der hat
Ja,
also irgendwie im ganzen Spiel 28 Arbeiter gebaut. Dann habe ich ihm ein paar Arbeiter getötet und die hat er auch nie wieder nachgebaut, ist also auf 12 Arbeitern geblieben.
also wie du meinst, du hast eigentlich zwei extrem nützliche Hilfsmittel in Legacy of the Void. Erstens halt mit dem Ravager. Kannst du die
Corrosive
wieder
Bile
mal
habe ich versucht,
ohne
aber ich habe
Probleme
dann
töten?
trotzdem Shots abgekriegt. Ne? Ich bin also immer zu nah dran und habe dann trotzdem Shots abbekommen.
Das
Ne?
sollte nicht passieren. Mein
Aber
Ravager hat
ich habe
irgendwie
kein.
eine Range von 9.
Ja, du hast recht. Ich hätte da
Ähm,
einfach näher mit einem Overseer ranfliegen müssen
ja,
oder
und
so. Oder ein
plus,
Changeling oder sowas. Ne?
ja,
Ja.
ein Changeling nützt ja nichts.
Doch, der Changeling, wenn der als Marine umgewandelt ist, bleibt er da stehen. Und der Gegner
Aber
muss den.
gibt ja keine Detection oder so. Oder wie meinst du
Nee,
das
nein,
mit
nein,
dem?
er gibt keine Detection, aber dann kann ich diese Reichweite von 9 ausnutzen. Ich musste halt immer aufgrund der. Ja, nee,
Aha, so,
zeig's mir
aber
einfach. Vielleicht habe ich ihn
ja,
falsch.
ja.
Mhm.
Und das zweite ist noch, also die AI von den Einheiten wurde überarbeitet. Du kannst jetzt eigentlich,
Scan Range,
ja genau,
weiß
das
ich.
Scan
Mhm.
Range, ja, du kannst eigentlich einfach A-moven und Hydras und Ravager sollten nicht mehr in die Minen laufen.
Ja, das stimmt.
Vorausgesetzt halt, du hast einen Overseer und musst halt
Ja.
einen Overseer ein bisschen micron.
Ja, wie gesagt, den hat er mir halt immer, die hat er mir immer gut kaputt gemacht. Ob Zufall oder nicht, weiß ich nicht. Aber ja, das war halt auch ein Problem. Also waren viele Mikrofehler auch einfach drin. Das Spiel können wir nicht ganz zu Ende angucken. Wie gesagt, wir analysieren halt nur irgendwie so 7, sagen wir mal 12 Minuten oder so, weil ich am Ende, als er GG schreibt, schreibe ich Fuck you, weil mich das so, einer der ganz wenigen Spiele, wo ich BM war. Aber es hat mich so genervt, ne, dieses Mars, auch dass der wirklich keine weitere Base versucht hat zu nehmen. Ne, der hat immer nur versucht, 3 Base zu spielen und danach mich mit Mars Widowmines abzufacken. Ne, und ja, warte, ich muss das
Jo,
Lied
ich
einmal
denke,
so.
Mass Widermann ist so einer der wenigen Style, wo du dagegen einfach mit Micro spielen musst.
Ja,
Also das ist so, auch wenn dein Makro gut ist, ähm, ich denke, du brauchst einfach einen Grundstock an Micro gegen Mass Widow 1. Und wenn du das aber gar nicht kannst, dann ist es überhaupt nicht mehr viable.
okay,
Also Mass Widow
gut,
macht keinen Sinn.
ja. ist halt vielleicht auch mal ganz interessant, also wie gesagt, ob es die Leute dann interessiert oder nicht, ist eine andere Sache. Ich muss jetzt leider gerade mal suchen. Datum, Frozen Temple.
Salite is ready.
Ich muss gerade mal gucken. Okay, das war ein ZVZ. Ich brauche jetzt leider ein bisschen Zeit,
Jojo,
bis
kein
ich die
Problem.
alle benenne. Bin schlecht vorbereitet.
Let's see how this game goes. I believe we are back in with all the players.
That's right, everyone's in the lobby.
Both players and then our refs and in-game observers. So we'll be hopping back into this game and see what exactly the results are. Could very well be a 2-2 tie-up, making SOS the beginning of the comeback king, at least for tonight.
Yeah, and you know, he could take it all the way. Anything can happen. That's why this all-kill format, some people prefer it because it gets crazy. Things you don't expect to see, things you've never seen before, they will happen in this
There's
format.
a lot more drama, I think, in this format. There's a lot more craziness that can happen. Of course, you can have it where one guy just slays an entire team. That's also fun.
Yeah, that's actually just like this sort of abstract concept even of one player defeats four. And when you watch Pro League, normally we don't have this because it's more standardized. It's more focused on that one game that the players prepared for about like a week of time. That they go into that one best of one. But in this, like, you have to play against players you didn't prepare against. So sometimes you can get sniped. That's what we call it, sniping, when someone comes out on a specific map to snipe you with
And
a,
that
with
looks
a cheese
like
build.
what Lucera was intended to do here right now. I'm not sure why we haven't started the game yet, but hopefully we'll be doing that soon.
Yeah, it looks like our second observer, like our backup observer, wasn't in the game yet. Now we have actually 3 observers in there. I'm looking at it because like there's been some sort of like electricity problem. I think I'm not entirely sure, but like they want to make sure that the game gets broken. We can still show
It
it
might
to you
be.
guys.
It's actually one of the hottest days
That's true.
on record in Korea, so it might be that there's like too many air conditioners plugged in here.
Yeah, it could be. It's still hot in here, man. There's a lot of people in this venue.
There's this is the most full I've ever seen this venue.
Hashtag alive game tasteless.
Hashtag alive esports necromancy. So let's see. Let's see what happens. I don't know if there's going to be more outages or what's going on.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you guys like we're in the recovery lobby, so it's like
This is where we find out it's just one surge protector plugged into another surge protector plugged into.
That's my house, man.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, no,
my house is a fire hazard.
My house
dude.
is going to burn down one day. That's not really what's happening here, but yeah. Well, hopefully we'll be able to hop back into this shortly and get this going. I am predicting SOS to win though.
Yeah, I think, especially given the circumstances and all the time he's had to think about what the possibilities are after the early scout and Sear being frustrated and like he lost basically a 12th of his mining from sending an early drone out that was not able to accomplish anything. So let's see if he can pull like a miracle off here, because even if he had done his build, like beating SOS would almost be a miracle for Losera, even though he's the sniper here. He's probably like right now trying to think of like backup plans, like how would I play this map standard versus SOS, and what is SOS going to be doing? Both players have had this like unnatural amount of extra time to think about this.
Pylon Gate, right? It was Pylon Gate.
Yeah, Pylon Gate at the ramp. So he's going like gate.
No, not the ramp, but the actual
Hab's gefunden.
expansion.
Yeah, the secondary ramp, I should say.
Oh, sorry, yeah, right.
Yeah, so.
Ich muss das jetzt noch umbenennen und dann, also Stream ist live?
Stream ist live, ja.
Perfekt. Gut. Also das neue Interface gefällt mir übrigens wirklich zur Replay-Analyse sehr, sehr, sehr gut. Also
Ja,
gerade mit Leuten durchgehen, super geil.
Es ist cool. Eben, es ist ein bisschen viel Info, aber
ja, wenn du dich einmal daran
halt,
gewöhnt hast.
Ne? Ja, du musst nicht immer umtappen. Ich kenne halt die Hotkeys nicht. Ich meine, wenn du schnell bist mit den Hotkeys und Units los, tack und tack, und, das krieg ich nie gebacken.
Ja gut, okay, das kann ich halt natürlich sehr gut, aber es ist halt, weil du halt wirklich einfach alles auf einen Blick hast. Vor allem was ich sehr, sehr geil finde, ist, dass ich den Leuten sagen kann, pass auf, dein Gegner hat jetzt schon nach 7 Minuten 1000 Mineralien mehr gesammelt als du, weil er eine bessere Saturationskontrolle hat als du, weil er mehr Arbeiter gebaut hat als du. So, und wenn der Gegner jetzt anfängt konstant anzugreifen und keine Fehler macht, wie 20 Minuten in seiner Basis sitzen und nichts tun, dann wirst du das Spiel verlieren. Auf kurz oder lang. Es sei denn, er macht einen Major-Micro-Fehler oder so, ne? Aber das ist halt, ich sag den Leuten, da müsst ihr halt versuchen, Saturationskontrolle, Arbeiter bauen, nicht total hinten dran sein, ne?
Ja, ich verwende es immer im CVC, finde ich es halt cool. Wenn du die aktiven Worker vergleichst, dass du halt auch die Worker in Production noch hast. Sonst ist es immer so, oh, ich habe 2 Worker weniger als der Gegner, was ist da passiert?
Ja.
Und dann hast du aber in der Production-Tab noch 2 Worker, die jeden Moment fertig werden. Das ist im CVC die ganze Zeit der Fall, wenn jemand irgendwie 3 Sekunden hinten dran ist mit dem Worker bauen.
Ja. Ja, wie gesagt, also das würde aber auch gehen über Steuerung A. In Steuerung A sind auch die Units, die Arbeiter drin, die noch gebaut werden. Nur so als Hinweis.
Steuerung A, okay.
Können wir gleich mal ausprobieren. Also der Hauptfaktor mit deinem Interface finde ich, also dieses idiotische, ich zeige, welche Unit ich bin, also es ist nicht idiotisch, Blizzard hat es sich ausgedacht, weil sonst das schwarze Wireframe unten einfach zu groß wäre. Aber, also du meinst dieses Foto, was rechts neben dem Wireframe ist. Das bringt 0 Information für das Spiel, ne?
Also das Porträt, ja.
Und du siehst in keinem anderen Interface, auch in GameHard nicht, ob die Gates idle sind oder nicht. Und das kannst du in dem Interface auch sehr, sehr gut sehen. Also das ist schon super Sache. Alle Hotkeys, die du mir erklärt hast, kann man auch nachlesen irgendwo, nehme ich mal an, ne? Mit F11 oder so, ne?
Jo, die sind alle in diesem Thread.
Okay,
Ob sie in F11 drin sind, das weiß ich nicht.
okay. In dem Thread. Nee,
Aber
okay.
in dem
Weil
Thread
ich habe
sind
es
sie
nicht
sicher
mehr
drin.
hingekriegt, diese schwarze Umrandung zu machen.
Ich glaube, das ist Shift B.
Shift B. Ah,
Also
okay.
ich komme immer, wenn ich ins Replay reinkomme, dann mache ich Shift D, Shift U, Shift B und Shift M.
Shift D brauchst du übrigens nicht zu machen, weil D ausreicht.
Das ist möglich. Ja, das stimmt. Das
Also nur
ist
als
klar.
Hinweis.
D ist glaube
Das ist halt,
Production.
weil jegliche normale Production, also G, ne, für Upgrades und so, alle normalen Befehle funktionieren mit dem Interface halt auch. Ne, und von daher, ja, ich muss mir leider jetzt hier gerade eine Frage, ich bin gerade Hotkiller und
Rallies it like right here, you know,
Yeah.
like on the minimap. He's like, if you keep your Phoenix right there, you catch it every time. He's like, I watched 5 of his games. He did it every time he did that build.
Well,
You
the
know?
coaches also spend a lot of time
gut.
just sitting
Also,
behind the plate.
ich schalte jetzt das Interface ein. Observern ist eingestellt. Dann lade ich dich erstmal ein. Also wie gesagt, wir spielen das dann auch nach. Ne?
Jo.
Du machst ganz normal den Push, aber ich werde versuchen halt Tanks und Bunker ready zu haben. Also so, dass du mit gutem Recht entscheiden kannst, also den Push abzubrechen. Auf Frozen Temple ist das ja auch eventuell ganz, ganz okay. Du hast beim ersten Push keinen Overseer und keinen Overlord dabei, richtig?
Eigentlich schon.
Du hast einen Overseer dabei?
Wir haben es ja immer so gemacht, dass wir mit dem Overseer zuerst gescoutet haben.
Richtig, du hast recht.
Sobald das Lair fertig wird, dann scoutest du und dann sieht
Ja.
man auch, also eher in den höheren Ligen, dann kannst du mit dem Overseer scouten, dann siehst du auch, wie sehr du mit dem Roach Ravager Push committen sollst.
Ja, okay. Also wie gesagt, wenn du sagst, okay, also du machst einfach so viel Micro, wie du machen kannst. Und wenn du mich töten kannst, tötest du mich halt auch. Ne?
Ja.
Die einzige Entscheidung, die du in Anführungsstrichen nicht machen darfst, ist, okay, wenn wir jetzt keine Drohnen bauen und nur Roaches und Ravager, töten wir den Gegner, sondern da ich unsicher war, ob ich ihn töten kann, also beziehungsweise ich habe den Angriff nicht gemacht, also von daher, ja, gehst du halt ganz normal in den Ultratech oder in den Brutlord-Tech, wenn du das möchtest. Aber wir werden es einfach, du spielst nur keine ultra-mikrolastige Unit wie eine Viper oder sowas für Blinding Cloud und so ein Zeug, okay?
Nee, das sollte gehen mit Ravager, ich glaube nicht. Aber du brauchst eigentlich auch keinen Overseer.
Also da wird ein Tank auf dem High Ground sein, deswegen habe ich gefragt. Und den könntest du halt snipen, wenn du einen Overseer dabei hast.
Ah ja, okay, wenn der auf dem High Ground steht.
Wie gesagt, ich werde es versuchen genauso zu bauen wie er. Jetzt gehe ich erstmal hier rein und ich gebe dir Lead dann, sobald wir and we should switch to English.
Ja.
Wir sollten kurz auch das Interface erklären, also nicht direkt Faster mal 2 machen, sondern Interface erklären. Wir gehen in meine Vision ruhig und du sagst alle Fehler ruhig an, die da gemacht werden. Ich habe auch generell nicht so gut gespielt wie in dem Spiel, werden wir alles sehen. Ganz ruhig du bist ja immer freundlich, Kritik und sowas. Gut, ich gebe dir Lead. Promote to Lobby Host. Und dann machst du das Intro.
Hello guys, this is Mamba Neoblade, and we will analyze a replay of the Okkostyle.
Hello Mamba.
Hello Neoblade.
Shift U. This is a new interface called Standard Enhanced, and I type, you can press D, Production, you can press Shift U for units, And you said Shift B. Oh yeah.
Shift B, yeah, to make the top
Sh-
corner
Shift.
black.
This is up to you if you like it or not. Shift B. Black borders. And of course everything, you can see the hotkeys and control groups below here. And you can use things like Control A. Please, Mamba, press Control A so you can see it as well. And then you can see we are green, right? We are in my vision and I'm green.
You're pink in my vision. Because there are
Okay.
custom colors now.
Okay. Okay. Then okay, I like the custom colors, but I like playing green and red.
Should I? Yeah, I'm gonna set it back. Okay, you're green again.
Can you please? I write it down here. Control plus X. This does not work perfectly. Switch names. So I'm in the upper right corner. I'm in the top lane, in the top. Yeah.
You're already at the top.
Okay. I wasn't in the beginning, but okay. So let's just explain. You have left the minimap. This is okay. Shift M. I won't type it. Displays. Please press Shift M. You can see just the minimap. It's totally enough. You can see the all army hotkey. You can see idle workers, and you can see on the top right hand side the APM, the name of the player, the race of the player. His current mineral state, his current income, his current gas, which he has right now, and his gas income, his supply, how many workers he has, how many workers he lost, the gray one, and you can see total minerals mined and total gas mined. And I'm ahead in gas, in minerals, and we will analyze mass widow mine here, and we will make a replay of it. I think we talked enough about the interface, and we should get into the game.
Yeah. If you have more questions about the interface, you should just check out the Team Liquid Thread Standard Enhanced.
Interface standard.
It's just all you have all the information you need right on the screen.
You can Google it. Interface standard enhanced. It should pop up with Team Liquid. So I'm quite happy about my lair timing. I think that's okay. You started a little bit earlier than me because your lava management is way better than mine. I forget to take my next gas.
Right now, you didn't build drones for a long time, like for 10 seconds. But beside from that, everything is good.
Yeah, it's when I have to build buildings, my mind switch it does not remember to check the lava. I have to train that.
And you took the gases in the main a little bit too late.
Yeah. Okay. It's Mamba builds the gas all the at the right moment, but I find it so difficult to build gas. It's not, my mechanics are bad in this matter, so I just built 2 gas a little bit before the first inject pops, and then the next gas, but it takes too long.
Yeah. Well, you took the gases early. That was okay, but you didn't saturate the gases.
Yes.
And now your saturation isn't good.
Yes.
And you start building roaches too early. You should take the third base now, or like you should take it as soon as you have your first 6 roaches.
Okay. I wasn't sure about that. I often take it before I build the roaches.
Yeah, you can definitely build it even before you build the rotis. But like you can never build it that late.
Yes.
I mean, you want to push any moment, and while you're pushing, you want to drone up your third base, and you
Yes.
don't
And
even have a
therefore,
third base.
yes, therefore it has to be ready. Yes. Okay. The third base comes way too late. Major mistake. It's not because, guys, because the replay has to be analyzed. I know I played bad. In a lot of injects, lava management, gas was not. I did not put drones into gas right away. Third, way too late. But the play style of my opponent is what we want to show you here.
Yeah. So right now, I thought you because you lost the lane against the tank. You said yourself you don't want to push at all.
No, I didn't say that I was afraid. I know I had to push, but I just didn't make it.
Yeah.
It just didn't
Well,
happen.
that's okay in one way. Like if you see the tank and you decide you don't want to push, that's fine. But then your third base was even later than it already was.
Then I got overmans and I panicked totally, so I built 2 macro hedges, which you do not need if you have good injects. I never see Mamba take an early macro hedge like this.
Yeah, no, I think double macro edge is a little bit too much.
You think one would be okay if you
Yeah,
know your injects aren't perfect.
Yeah, one is definitely okay.
Mineral field depleted.
So let's just pause, please, at 8 minutes. At 8 minutes, please pause.
Metamorphosis complete.
So, pause.
Game paused.
You see, I'm on 64 drones. I decided not to push. This means I have to get maximum saturation right away, which means you build 70 to 72, right?
66 is 66 would be the perfect saturation.
Okay. So but Mamba would have this amount of drones, 64, 2 minutes earlier or 1 minute earlier.
Like way early, like especially if you decide to not push.
Yes.
Like if you decide to not push, then you just drone up your third base way sooner. Like that's the entire advantage of not committing to the push. You have better economy, faster.
Yes.
But you
Next
didn't do
major
that
mistake.
because you forgot the third base.
Yes. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah. And
Game
then
resumed.
you really need the fourth base now, like your fourth base is too late.
Okay.
And I'm just not a fan of all your static defense and your hedge trees and stuff.
Well, I died a lot to drops, and my micro is not good enough, and my minimap vision is not good enough to see it right away.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, it's expensive. It's like you invest into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You can press T like
T.
Tiberius, and then you can see 2 spore crawler and 4 spine
four
crawler.
spines, 2 macro trees, and 2 spores. Like that's 1,200 minerals.
Okay.
I mean, it's if you really want, if you're unsecure about your drop defense, you can do it. It's just it's expensive. Like it really.
Okay. And I should. I'm a fan of static defense when you scout for drop potential, but our opponent does not have this
Drones are under
so
attack.
now we see here, and now we see the
Game paused.
we see widow mines, mass widow mines. And my hydras, because I do not have an overseer with me, my hydras move right through it. So the first thing you've mentioned is you need micro to engage mass widow mines. Why?
Or you need an overseer. Like I think an overseer would also be nice. I think micro, like if you just have basic micro, um it's so much easier to win against widow mines. Like you can just corrosive pile them from a distance and you never lose a unit.
Okay.
But I think in that specific game,
I do corrosive piles, but
I don't
please,
think like
what are my micro mistakes in this game? We can move on now. I just
you're
found
gonna
out to play
lose.
mass widow mines.
Yeah, you're
So
gonna lose a lot of hydras right now, and
yeah,
and that's like a really big deal. And like the entire push you do right now makes no sense. Like you skipped the Roach Ravager push, which would have made sense to do, and now you push like with 10 Ravagers and 12 Hydras while you're attacking to tier 3. Oh no, you don't, but you get 2 upgrades, which aren't finished yet, and you don't have a 4th base. Like the most important thing you should do, or you should have done like 2 minutes ago, is getting a 4th base.
and I just protect my 4th base with my troops.
Yeah, and I wouldn't like uh I just wouldn't attack with like a Ravager Hydra army. Like Okkostyle is all about like you have your first push with a Roach Ravager,
Mhm.
and then you basically defend until you got
Ultras,
Ultra Hydra. If you don't
Ultra
want to
Hydra.
if you don't want to attack to Ultras, you said that once, then that's fine. Then I would at least wait until you're maxed and have
Yes.
2-2.
Yes. Okay.
That's another
The
option.
first goal is forget. I sometimes feel uncomfortable defending. So I like it more. It's my personal style. I don't say it's a good thing to wait until maxed and attack then with 2-2. And I'm neither maxed nor I have 2-2.
Yeah.
And I do not have a 4th base. Normally, I get a 4th base, protect it with my army, and look at my situation. And when I'm maxed and have 2-2, I attack. And I try to stay constantly maxed. And normally, this is enough to kill my opponent. Because I can remax and he cannot. Because his macro is not good enough to stay maxed in a fight. So, what you see is my situation is not good in the main. I have 14 to 10. Again, the Mumber rule, I call it like that, is you have 16 in a base. We are saying we are talking about platinum, diamond, and master level. You have either 16 in your base or 8. You can see I have neither 16 in my base nor 8, and I do not have a 4th base where I can pull 6 drones to. So I would have 8 in the main. So my situation is bad. I'm not maxed, and I do not have 2-2. And I did not commit with the Roach Ravager push. Major mistakes. Okay, we will just move on in this replay
Yeah.
a little bit. So right now I should create overseers, yeah.
Mineral field
So I mean,
depleted.
I said to you before, like you need micro. That's usually the case, but I really don't think it's the case in this game.
Okay.
It's just a macro.
Also you just overseer and just prevent him from getting a 3rd base.
Yeah, and maybe don't lose all your hydras like that. But that's like
it's Miss Micro. I'm
yeah,
totally agree.
it's miss micro, or like just like build overseers and then you engage with a maxed army with overseers. You can make a big concave and you completely destroy him. Why did you build those links?
Those changelings because they will engage the widow mines.
Those are changelings?
Were changelings.
No,
Oh, sorry,
those
not
are not changeling.
because
Those are
I
40
panicked
links.
and I wanted to reduce my minerals, was just a panic reaction. It
Mineral
was,
field.
and then I found out I did not even have.
Yeah, and links are pretty much the worst thing you can do in that situation.
Okay, so you see, what will happen? And fast forward a little bit. The game is lost by now. If this would have been a platinum player, he would have just beaten me. I react with 2 spines and 1 spore crawler to a Hellion. One single Hellion. This is totally crap. Again,
Yeah, I mean
next
you
spine
don't
crawler.
you don't use your roaches.
Yes.
Mineral field
Hey,
depleted.
move behind the economy. So we'll just. The game is lost by now. I will win the game, but I only win it because my opponent is way too bad to scout bases.
Yeah, and I mean he's still on 2 bases, right? Oh no, now he secured the 3rd base. But still, like even though your macro isn't good, like your 4th base was way too late.
Mineral field depleted.
We'll
You're
just
ahead in economy.
we will move into the everyone's camp now. So we wait until he moves his widow mines. How many workers does he have? 31.
Yeah, and like you have only 60 workers. Do you want to
So
play with like 65 workers or?
I was too panic mode to see how my workers
Game
are.
paused.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I think the overseer is missing again.
Yeah, no, you just walked past it. That's what you told me before. Like he's sending his widow mines just into your eco lines, and then I was wondering, well, you should have had an army to prevent that. But they just walked right past your roaches. Did I press the
Game
right hotkey?
resumed.
Yeah, like right now in the middle.
Okay. Move command. Oh yeah, I know. My hedges point to the rally point is wrong. So you see now what happens to me. Fighting widow mines with drones.
Oh yeah. Pull your drones away.
We will now close the game, and I will try to play as
Game
the
paused.
turn opponent. But I will try to get on 2 base economy, which means I will stop at 16, 20, 44 workers and secure a 3rd base when my main is running out. And Mamba will play this like we were in the Platinum League. He won't play Viper, but he will make the push. He will try to make as much damage as he probably can, and or retreat with his units, and then tech 2 ultras, like he said. And I will try to move widow mines into his base.
I can also just go Roach Hydra 2 and max on 2/2 and kill you then. Because that's what you played, or what do you want? I can play Ultras too.
Play the standard LotV
Standard.
Okkostyle
Okay.
we always explained, because that is our goal, and it's my injects are so bad, my larva management is so bad. I just want to play 10 games, 20 games like that, to when I want to have when I play Protoss. I played, guys. I explain. I will open up the game while I'm talking. Frozen Temple, create with mods. So we have a WCS game heart, so we can analyze it afterwards. My when I played 3,000 games as a Protoss. My minimap vision is better, my micro is better as Protoss, but I like creep spreading. It's my favorite game mechanic. Injecting and creep spreading is one of my favorite game mechanics, and I love Brood Lords. And so I have to play Zerg to do it, and it doesn't matter if I'm a Platinum Protoss or a Gold Zerg. And I like to challenge myself. But I do not have the same amount of anti-panic. With Zerg, I panic a lot. As you can see, I build links, which doesn't make sense at all. And I know it doesn't make sense at all. So yeah. But we want to teach you the Okkostyle, so Mamba should play standard, like Okkostyle standard with ultras and so on, and attack me when we have ultralisks. Okay?
Okay, yeah.
You can play pink now if you want.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna play pink. Pink Zerg looks so
best.
funny. Yeah.
And I play blue because Terran is a blue race, I think. So yeah. Okay. Then good luck and have fun.
Yeah. Good luck, have fun.
I will explain what Mumber is about to encounter. I will build 3 bunkers. I will try to get the watchtowers so I can see his
We
push.
require more minerals.
But I won't scout like my opponent is scouting. I think I'm about silver
We
Terran.
require more minerals.
Is the
Okay.
game
We
speed right?
require more
I
minerals.
sometimes have the feeling Legacy of the Void is slow.
That's
Mamba?
because the clock is going slower
Okay.
because it's going in real time.
The game speed is right, so okay.
Yeah, the game speed is right.
Oh, sorry.
We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
You will just push with the Ravagers and then do the build drones, or will you build drones beforehand because you scout what I do?
As you want. I think I can kill you with the push. But I can also drone up my first base.
Then play standard. If you can kill me with a push,
Okay.
then play standard.
That bunker is funny.
Well, you build it like that, I guess. I forgot my orbital commands. Major mistake. I like that.
Not enough energy. Not enough energy. We require more minerals. Our forces are under attack.
Whoops.
Unacceptable command. Not enough energy. We require more minerals. We require more minerals. Unacceptable command. We require more minerals. We require more minerals. We require more minerals. Our forces are under attack. We require more minerals. We require more minerals. We require more minerals. We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
It's so difficult to play if you cannot, you do not know the hotkeys. Strange.
You don't know the turn hotkeys?
No, I have problems with it, even though I play grid. It's awful how.
We require more minerals. Mutate. Complete. We require more minerals. Our forces are under attack. We require more minerals.
So, would you now tech 2 ultras or wouldn't you?
Yes, I'm already doing so.
Unacceptable command. We require more Vespine gas. Unacceptable command.
Getting a third EO chamber.
We require
Link
more
speed,
Vespine.
overload speed.
Mineral field depleted. We require mineral fields depleted. We require more minerals.
How did you see it? The Widow Mines?
On the minimap.
Okay.
But yeah, like if you have your army in position, you can just move your Widow Mines. Into your opponent.
Metamorphosis complete. Mutation. We require more Vespine gas. Unacceptable. Not enough. We require more Vespine gas. We require more Vespine gas. Mineral field depleted. Our forces are under attack.
You should borrow your Widow Mines over there.
Yeah.
Our forces
Thanks.
With them, I think. Whoops. But yeah, like even if they're borrowed, it's not cost effective for you.
Our forces are under attack. We require mutation. We require more Vespine gas. Not enough energy. A creature. Our forces are under attack. Not enough energy. Our forces are under attack.
Whoops.
Our forces mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Metamorphosis complete. Mutation complete. Mineral field depleted. Mineral field depleted. Mutation complete. Our drones are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Mineral field depleted. Our forces are under attack.
Okay, like the guy, I know why the playstyle is difficult. We jump right into the replay, and
Yeah.
I will give you lead in the group right now.
Yeah, I think Hydras are pretty good against the Widow Mines because like they don't need any macro at all. They outrange the Widow Mines with detection. They can never get shot.
Okay.
Now I think against a really good Terran that knows how to play mech, there would be a lot of siege tanks and other stuff, and maybe liberators. And then I would think Hydras aren't that good anymore. You need the Ravagers, and then you need good micro. But
But when you played like that, like the
on,
opponent I played against,
yeah,
who
until
only had one
Diamond,
tank.
until Diamond or Masters, Hydras are perfectly fine. You don't need a lot of
A
micro
little bit
then.
slower, a little bit
Oh yeah.
slower. The difference you will see in this replay, Mumber made creep spread in all the directions because he had nothing to do. Because I could not attack. When I attacked, we will see what would happen. Okay, we now see Mumber is ahead in workers, and he mined more minerals than I have. He mined almost as identical gas as I have, so I'm behind from now on. And you see his third hatchery comes way earlier.
Yeah, I think it's like you can get it with the first roaches. What's even better if you get it slightly before, like if your opponent allows it.
Okay.
Yeah, so road speed 1-1. Now I'm off the overseer to scout. I see, okay, it's mech. And now I think this is already like it's a pretty good defense, like 99% of the time. You can just steamroll your opponent with the Roach Ravager push.
You could your scouting information was good enough to tell that if you go 200 supply Roach Ravager, you would kill him, or would you in a normal game, if you would try to jump into the mind of a platinum player, would you build Hydras, or would you just kill him with Roach Ravager if the Terran would have played like me in this game?
I think I would have tagged to Ultras and then Ultra Hydra, because like you're turtling really hard whenever your opponent turtles. I think you just go into the late game.
Okay.
And now you can see
Game
like
paused.
1-1 finished. We have
Roach speed ready?
18 roaches, 7 ravagers as usual, like if you have around 25 roaches. And now, and despite you having a really good defense, like 3 bunkers, 3 full bunkers and 3 siege tanks, you can still do a lot of damage.
And slow, and let's see the fight in slow motion. And back up with B, please. B should work, yeah, 2 times. Again, B again, please. So, okay, I jump into the everyone's cam. I can see I know when the push came, so I just I pushed SVs to repair. But you can see, if your micro is really strong, you will kill the bunkers, you will kill 1 tank. And my opponent only had 1 tank at this time.
Yeah, like it's an unusual strong defense. But even though this is an unusual strong defense, I think we still traded very well. And I mean we have almost double the supply now.
Yeah, and we lost an equal amount.
Yeah, and we lost an equal amount.
So pause, please.
Yep.
The most important thing, as you can see, Mamba is very good in scouting and decision making. So he trades his army here. It's not an objective to play so perfectly you keep your whole army. if you can do damage, and he did a lot of damage, he lost units. That's okay. It's just not okay to move your army into death without trading anything. So I phrase a question for you: Why did you why did not value every unit? Why did you say, okay, it's okay for me to lose some roaches, some ravagers against these bunkers?
I think that's mostly experience. Like, the more you play, the more experience you get with the units, and you know when you can take a favorable engagement and when not.
Okay, so this just means you
Yeah,
guys have to play a lot of
you
games.
can't really learn that. Like, you learn that by throwing armies away and away, like the whole time. Like, you do the same push, and you throw away your army 50 times against siege tanks and bunkers, and whenever you say, oh, guess I shouldn't have attacked into that, and then you learn something.
Okay,
And when you do that often enough, eventually there will be a point where you kind of know when you can engage and when not.
okay. As you can see in the upper right corner, his income is now 2,400. He has 700 income more than me, and I cannot take a third base right now. I have units, shift U. I have 1 siege tank and 2 widow mines. This would be just greedy, and then he would just build additional roaches and kill the third base, I think, right?
Yeah, no, you can't. Like, you could build it now on the high ground, or like in your main base, right
Yeah,
here. But that like I'm so far ahead in economy. Um, I think just the economy is like just the biggest part. Like the push and that are traded well. That's just a small part. I think it's more important that just like the third base is already saturated. I'm gonna grab the fourth base any moment. Like, if you resume the game,
yeah,
I grab the fourth base right now. Like, that's just so much earlier than you did in your game. Like, it's
yeah.
like 4 minutes earlier. And that's just because the main is already running low. Like, there are 130 minerals left on some of the patches.
So he gets a depot here, just doing damage because he can. Against a good Terran, this probably won't be possible. But my Terran wasn't
Well,
that good. But I
well,
wouldn't suggest it if you're too afraid. Otherwise, but you're so far ahead, you can lose these 3
yeah,
Ravagers, doesn't
and
it?
it depends on your unit composition. Like, there's no way you can kill those Ravagers. If you would have Stim and Marines, I couldn't have done that because you could have stimmed out and killed those Ravagers. But all you have is siege tanks and widow mines. So you couldn't kill those Ravagers.
Okay, yeah. So since I'm attacked, this is one of the major psychological advantages. Since I'm attacked, I do not know, I haven't even scouted his main. One of my major problems as Terran is I do not use scan. I could scan, I have a ton of energy on my OCs, but he has the complete map. He has the watchtowers, he has good creep spread. Now I move my widow mines so I can put him into a you saw it on the minimap, yeah, and then he just waits there.
Yeah.
And even if my opponent was better in borrowing widow mines, but he,
I think we showed it like 2 minutes later at this base, like at my fifth base. Like,
yeah,
even when you don't see the mines on the minimap and you let them burrow, like, you can clear them easily with hydras. And like, widow mines are expensive. They cost 75, 25, and you can't just throw them away like that.
yeah, I agree.
So usually you won't even let them burrow because you should see them, have units in position, and kill them. But even when they burrow, it's not that big of a deal because you just kill them.
Yeah, and move to the part where we borrow the widow mines in the
Yeah,
video economy.
that's gonna be right here, right now.
And my opponent was very good at borrowing widow mines. I just forgot about them because I was too distracted playing macro. So Mamba had to remind me.
So the reaction right now would be like if the space would be
Game
drawn up,
paused.
pull your drones away, take your army, and just A-move it.
Game continued.
Yeah, because the Hydras have the range. You have the range upgrade, of course. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Okay. I think the rest you saw it in first person, and
Yeah.
there's no way I'm gonna win this game now.
It's just like 88 drones, tier 3 tech. We have 5 bases. So yeah, like when we were discussing it before off stream, I said like yeah, you need a lot of nitro against widow mines. I think
But only
that's
against
yeah.
a good Terran.
Yeah, I don't think I think Hydras are perfectly fine. I think Ravagers are the better option in higher leagues, but like just Hydras and with good macro are perfectly fine.
Yeah. You have better upgrades. I do not have upgrades at all. Well, I'm a bad Terran and I always never play it. So when I play it, I just play one gas, get stim and combat shield, and that's totally enough for me.
You have a lot of workers at the natural.
Yeah, the situation is even a problem for me.
Yeah, but it's also just your base is running low.
Yeah. Well, that was with my opponent too. This I did intentionally because my opponent lost his third base at one time and was nearly mined out in the game. So this was intentional. But he could distract me with his widow mines all the time. So we see now mass widow mines against ultras and mass hydra. Mamba just tries to save his overseer, so you do not have the overseer in the same control group like the other stuff, right?
Right now I don't have them in the same group, but usually I just box them.
Ah, okay.
Like in this case.
Now he gets additional ultralists.
Yeah, and I'm maxed all the time because we have such a good economy.
You did do 88 workers, so you can trade all the time. Was by intention or was a mistake?
No, it wasn't a mistake. I think with the Okkostyle we said we get 85 workers.
Okay.
Right?
I'm sorry, I didn't remember. I never went this far. I don't know if we said it in the video. I'm just not sure.
I think like 66 is the free base saturation, and then you drone up the fourth base. Like you pull 8 drones out of the main, plus 8, plus 6, that's plus 14. That's 80 workers. 80. I think we said 80 workers. You need to get 80 workers.
Okay.
I build a few too many. That's not a big deal. Right now
Okay.
we have only 80 workers again because we build additional stuff. So yeah.
Okay. So 75 to 80 workers. If you have 78, it won't matter in platinum. I guess if you miss 2 workers.
Yeah,
Right?
and I think the higher you go up in leagues, the more workers you can build.
Okay.
If you play the Okkostyle in Silver League, maybe you should just stick to 66 workers because like you already have a really hard time spending your money.
Yes.
If you're in Diamond League, you should be able to spend your money out of 80 workers.
Okay. Okay. Then, yeah, let's cut the video here because it's a long part
Yep.
and restart the stream.